This video, brought to you by Funding101.org, shares the secrets to keeping great volunteers. This is part 1 of a 2-part video series. If you want to attract and keep great volunteers for your organization, the trick is twofold. First, you want to think like a volunteer. And secondly, you want to understand what motivates people to volunteer in the first place. People volunteer because it makes them feel better. So if the goal of the exercise is to help your volunteers feel better about themselves and the work that they're doing, the trick is to tap into the skills that they are proficient at. Embrace whatever they're good at. This could be office work, it could be contact with your donors, it might be manual labor or bookkeeping. It could also be public speaking or dealing with the press. By taking an interest in your volunteers and getting to know what their skill sets are, not only will your organization benefit from their talent, but your volunteers will be happier at the same time. And by the way, happy volunteers continue to volunteer. A good rule of thumb is, if you will honor your volunteers, they will honor your organization. Make it a point to recognize and thank your volunteers often. As you've heard us mention in previous videos, showing gratitude costs your organization nothing to give, but it can cost you everything if you don't give it. Give your volunteers more responsibility as they grow within your organization. This is a great way to let your volunteers know that you respect the work that they're doing and that you trust them. Be sure to reward the efforts of your volunteers on behalf of your organization. Honoring volunteers can be something as simple as providing a Volunteer of the Month certificate or a mention on your website as Volunteer of the Month. Include them as part of your social media campaign and maybe include a photo of them. Everyone likes to be appreciated, especially volunteers. Funding 101 is dedicated to helping nonprofits thrive no matter what the economy is doing. Our program, Making Profits for Your Nonprofit, includes more than 100 tips and a baker's dozen of success principles that you can start using today to attract more donors, more volunteers, more business sponsors, more grant money, more media coverage, and a whole lot more. Best of all, 90% of all the tips and techniques we're sharing in the program won't cost you a dime to use. The bad news, though, is every one of those tips and techniques is already costing you a boatload of lost revenue until your organization starts using them. You deserve to be successful and to expand the good works that your organization does every day. Now, it's time to invest in your organization and learn some new techniques that will help you stop struggling and start thriving. Click on the Add to Cart button to get your program today. To read more about the secrets to keeping great volunteers, follow the link provided on your screen, and be sure to watch for part 2 of this video series for even more tips on how to keep those great volunteers. Your success matters to us at Funding101.org. Keep up the good work and watch for our next video.